As always, raid buffs are, no, we don't gotta worry. Mage buff is fine, warrior buff is fine, priest buff is fine, pally buffs, keep it to yourself, rogues be out of south unless you're dueling. Who do we got? We got Alpha Man, Dicky, Fluctuate, Paradox already going down for some damage with Zakati right now, and Purple Haze. It is gonna be Paradox versus what looks like is a Zakati. Getting hit with a stun, giving us a moment to look at Tasty, look at Sharia, Dido Druid, and Damianok. It's gonna be Zakati versus Paradox. Paradox already popped his Shrink, and Zakati popping his big cooldowns right now. The big ham's coming down, AMS coming down as Paradox gets himself a Shield of Vengeance up and running. Who's gonna pop first? AMS coming down right now. Paradox is gonna get to pop some damage into Zakati. The shield is gonna pop right now. Paradox needs to start dealing with these necrotics early. The earlier he can deal with them, the better. Zakati is just continuing to max out the necrotic damage into Paradox. Not gonna let him heal in the future. Bubble coming down so he doesn't have to deal with those. There's gonna be Deathpack coming out, and Zakati is just bailing out of that, man. This man is just running for it. Paradox actually can't catch him. I guess Silences came out. It's going to be a stun into Paradox. No chicken available. He's going to have a bop available. Scotty is going to have a lot of his health just absorbed because of Deathpack. It's going to go for some big damage right now. Big healing coming out. Big death strikes coming out. So Paradox is finding a way to deal with this as his health is going down into the necrotic state as the pet is beating up on him. Does get a flashlight a bit. His health is just dropping down. No healing available for now. Going to go down in a moment. Even though his bop is available, it's going to be grip out of Zakati, and it's going to get through it with a clone shot, which is all magical damage. Bop ain't stopping him. It's just a small wall that he can just hop on over. It's a little gate. It's a little fence. You gotta get a big wall in here, dude. You gotta build them big walls. AMS coming down as Zakati gets a Lichborn out of Purple Haze's Sun CC lock combo. Purple Haze is just continuing to pummel damage while Metamorphosis is running. Zakati is just living through it while in Lichborn. Gets a stun into Purple. Not gonna get a trinket out of him, though. Purple Haze is just rotating into a blur. And it's going to be Zakati bailing out of there for a moment, getting some distance from the Demon Hunter. DH is going to disengage again. Just trying not to hit Zakati quite yet. He's going to go into a stun, waiting out for his setup to be going. Does have a lot of resources rolling right now. Maybe he can get another I-beam coming down. This is going to be, that's going to be a huge setup by Zakati with his Apocalypse. The Undeads are going to do a lot of damage. It's going to be blocking out big Metamorphosis out of Purple Haze so you can get a lot of AoE damage going out. It's going to be an intro by the pet into a pet stun coming out. Trying to get some necrotics up, but it's going to be Darkness coming in for Purple Haze a little bit early in. It's going to get back at Zakati. He's going to continue to get the big damage going. Zakati's just going to try to slow him down. Is Zakati going to have anything to live through this? Might have Lichborn coming down. Is going to be imprisoned for a moment. Can Purple Haze get some big damage while Zakati's in prison? Cannot heal himself. There's going to be AMS Lichborn, and Purple Haze does take him out right then and there. Gets some big damage representing Demon Hunters right now. Shari's coming in, gets a root. It's going to be a full stun, but Purple Haze does get an I-beam and everything rolling afterwards. Shari is playing himself. What looks like Fire Mage is going to get a big meteor coming down. Interrupt coming in as Shari is trying to get some big fire damage in. That's still going to be in a lot back-to-back instacast procs coming out. Does get a Dragon's Breath of the Purple Haze. Forced out a trick. Purple Haze continue to pump damage while Metamorphosis form is up. Continue to just get as much leech heal as he can. Leech and healing from Sharia. And Sharia is trying to end this guy. Immunity coming down for Purple. And he's just bailing out of there right now. He's running away. Gonna get his resources generating. It's gonna be I-beam to follow. Does throw a glaive at Sharia. Sharia is trying to make as much distance between them as he can. Fireball coming down. Maybe he can get some big setup. Purple Haze is going to go charging right at Sharia. Another blink coming down from Mage. Can Sharia get enough Isacast to end him? It's going to be a... interrupt coming down to Sharia's fire damage. It's going to be Prism... It's going to be Prism coming down for a heal. It's going to be in Prism coming down for Purple Haze. Trying to again get his resources going. Can he go for another setup? Maybe another I-beam. Trying to dodge a lot of the damage. It's going to just charge right to Sharia. Iceball coming down to Sharia. Wants to maintain as much of the health as possible. Purple Haze was somehow able to catch up on a lot of healing just now, though. There's going to be a big Meteor coming down into a Dragon's Breath. Meteor is going to slam down. Shari's going to get a blink out of it. Going to try to blink into the room. I-beam coming down for Sharia. Intro and intro. Looks like Sharia is going to die to the Blade Dance. Purple Haze is like, okay, who's coming up next? It is going to be Damien, okay. Coming in next. I'm pretty sure Damien is the okay guy. Hunter from earlier. There's going to be Evasion coming in early. Purple Haze is going to bail out of there. Stun coming down to Damien. Going to get some damage. There's no tricky coming out of the rogue. Purple Haze is going to continue his distance while Evasion's up. Evasion is down. Stun coming in. Blade Dance to follow. Purple Haze barely has any health right now. Is going to just zoom around this Rogue for a bit. Another Blade Dance coming in as Rogue tries to get any damage into an I-beam. Blind coming down to Purple Haze. Damon was actually running out of cooldowns, but looks like if Damon has the full setup, as what looks like a subtlety Rogue, could end Purple Haze right now. Is he going to be able to, though? Purple Haze been doing really well so far. Chicken coming down in about 10 seconds. Is he going to be able to live through his kidney as Damon is getting some big cooldowns back up and running? Can Purple Haze do anything out of it? Cheap shot to follow. Maybe another cheap shot afterwards. No, actually going to be able to bail out of it for a second. And it's going to be tricky coming out of Damien. Okay, Purple Haze barely has anything left to him. Is going to go for a stun into an I-beam. Can he take out Damien right now with a little bit of Blade Dance? Trying to get those Chaos Strikes in. The trick is coming down as the kidney comes in. Can Purple Haze take him out? Another Blade Dance coming down. That's going to be Vanish out of Damien into Cloak of Shadows. Purple Haze is right next to him. Does he see him? He does get the eyes rolling. That's going to be Blade Dance coming out again. Just a few more hits. Maybe one more hit. Purple Haze almost takes him out. Does land a hit right now as he gets a fell rush in there. Tasty's going up next. What does Purple have? Doesn't have Blur. Darkness is available. Immunity is available. So at least he has someone to deal with Tasty. The godly shaman. Tasty's getting all these boys in there. All these other boys in. Dampening is starting to roll in at 5%, boys. And Purple Haze is going to immunity himself out of them. Bale actually going to run circles around Tasty. Waiting for cooldowns a little bit. Does get a stun on Tasty. Can get us set up. It is going to be... Oh, goes for a glide. Rice gets a knockback. I-beam coming down for this man. Hex trying to come out for Tasty with a stun to follow. It's going to be a stun into Hex. So Purple Haze damage wasn't at least the biggest cooldowns. But at least he was doing something to Tasty. Big Stormkeeper going to come out. Can Purple Haze do anything about it? He's going to get a Blade Dance out of there. Tasty's going to get a bunch of zaps as he gets hit within prison. Tasty just burned his racial, so he's not going to be able to have anything. Purple Haze tried to stay in darkness as best as possible for any damage that Tasty throws out. Tasty's going to get him rooted out in the open. Going to get himself a heal. What does Purple have? Nothing left. It's going to be a full stun coming out. Is Purple going to go down here? A big Earth Shock could come out of Tasty. There's going to be a stun coming in. Tasty, does he have a knockback? Purple Haze continue to get a damage into an I-beam. Does have a little bit of a... Oh, can he get an interrupt? He's going to go for a Metamorphosis, trying to dodge out that Hex through that meta. Hex might actually come out. No, going to be able to connect that kick. It's going to actually leap right where Tasty was going to go. Wall coming out for Tasty with a Sky Fury. Hex is going to finally make it happen. Chicken available for Purple Haze in about 20 more seconds. Tasty is going to get him out with a Lightning Bolt. Tasty's going to get big Earth Shocks back to back. Purple Haze doesn't matter for a little bit longer. Whatever leech he has available, he needs to use it. He's going to get himself some Fury rolling. He's going to get a stun onto Tasty. Tricky coming out with a Lightning Lasso. Going to take a bunch of damage. Chicken is going to be available for Purple Haze in a moment now. He's going to, I think, going to be able to bail himself into Shadow Mill for a moment. Going to get at Tasty, drop combat or drop target for a little bit. And continue to pump pressure into an I-beam to follow him. He's going to jump up, Blade Dance. Afterwards, Hex is going to come out for Tasty. Tricky coming out maybe for... Actually, Tricky that stun! He was meant... I think he meant to Tricky that Hex, but he Tricky that stun, trying to predict that Hex to come out. That's going to be a big oopsie for Purple. No Tricky available for Tasty for a bit, but Purple is trying to maintain his health. He is regenerating over a little bit by little. It's going to be big zaps coming out. Stun coming in onto Tasty as he knocks back this Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter actually goes for an immunity. As Tasty gets a few big zaps coming out. This is going to be able to re-heal himself to full. Purple Haze barely has anything to maintain himself. That's going to be a stun, and it looks like Purple Haze might be going down to the stun alone. Does get an absorb for just a quick moment. Can you do anything? I-beam coming out, and Tasty does land a kill on him. A Demon Hunter played so well. Took out 3 people back to back to back, and even gave Tasty a good run for his money. It's going to be an interrupt onto Tasty's Hex. As Dicky is trying to get setup going, it's going to be a stun coming in. As Touch of Death is coming down on Tasty. Fist of Fury with big setup combo. Tasty needs to get a way to deal with this. Hex coming down after the stun. Again, Jake gets another person with a stun into a Hex combo. They need to wait for that Hex, trigger that Hex immediately because they know this is going to happen. Not coming in as Dicky is trying to get some damage. Tasty wants to get a big cooldowns going. Does get an Earth Shock on the Dicky. But looks like Dicky does have a Karma rolling onto Tasty. Right as the Earth Shock hit, Tasty is going to just take the damage of this Karma. Does have a lot of premeditated damage going. Does drip it to Ghost Wolf. Lightning Lasso to separate him. And the Images is actually going to take out Tasty. The Images were able to take out Tasty. Ditto Druid is going up next. Going to get a lot of bleeds on Dicky. Incap coming in immediately. Dicky wants to make sure he has full health with those 25% dampening coming in. That's going to be Incarn coming in for Deodroid. Big wall and big dampen harm coming in for Dicky though. Wants to get some big damage into Dito. Doesn't want to take any damage from him. He's going to get himself into Incap, into a stun. Fist of Fury to follow. That is going to be Thorns coming in for Dito though. So Dicky is going to take a lot of damage from those Thorns. He's going to port all the way to the other side of the pillar into that corner. Vivifies are coming out. Dito is going to go for Vivifies as well. Maybe he'll be able to catch himself a restyle. It is going to catch himself a restyle as Dickett trying to get himself that lightning going. The Jade Lightning. No karma available for the monk for a little bit. If Dito could get a nice big bite, he could end this monk right now. He's just bleeding out. Next up is going to be Antho, man. Going up versus Dito, 30% dampening. Does Dito have anything? Wall down, does have a heal available. No trinket for this man for a little bit longer. Trying to power shift is going to be caught out into Pharaoh form. Into the Hodge. Big wings coming out, and Antho man is going to be able to take him out with just a few globals. There's literally nothing Dito could do. Wow, that was an awesome duo. Purple Haze impressing me, dude. He's been here for a few times. He's just impressing me. What's up, Corey? How you doing, man? Hello, fellas. Currently in Mexico. Feels good, man. Mexico is great. Hotels. Never been to Mexico, but glad you enjoyed it.